Hi, I'm Evie Bear. You're watching Movie Guide TV's San Diego Comic-Con coverage 2013.
Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Spider-Man. Good to see you, Spider. Dude. Is this the real Spider-Man? Man, how did you get here from New York? Did you fly commercial or?
Well, that's a personal question, and it might give away a part of my identity.
Creaming, and all my fans got them screaming. Think you can defeat me? You're dreaming.
I love that movie. Sorry.
Is this really the real Spider-Man?
It's the real Spider-Man.
What was your real
Spider-Man?
What was your question?
I was just saying, we noticed in your entrance that you have these amazing abilities.
It's nice to swing, it's nice to go. It all gets a little bit old hat after a while, to be honest. It's like the first time you ride in an airplane and you're a kid, and you're like, oh my god, I'm on an airplane, I'm sitting in the sky. And the second time you're like, oh, I'm on an airplane, I'm sitting in the sky. And then the third time you're like, I wish internet worked up here.
Spider-Man, everybody. Andrew joined us.
Sorry, I'm very, very sorry. I'm very, very sorry I'm late.
Thanks for making
with Peter Parker, you never really seen him have a true friendship, and to see, what that means to him and how it really does complicate his relationships, or complicate his life in a significant way in the film. I don't want to give too much away, but that to see that shade, see that color of Peter Parker was really exciting and interesting thing to do. Again, what's like, there's so much spectacle in this movie, and there's such a sort of operatic theatricality to it, and the ensemble I think is really quite powerful. But at the basis of it are these very real, relatable, understandable relationships.
It looks like in the film we also get to expand on the relationship between Peter and Gwen, like their relationship is going to the next level too. The first film was sort of about them falling in love, and now they're in the midst of a relationship and trying to deal with that, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. As time passes, intimacy issues abound. I think we all know how difficult it is to be in any kind of relationship, romantic or otherwise, but especially when one half of the pair is Spider-Man, it's kind of impossible. But these two they feel destined for each other, and I think
Harry and Peter, as we get into the second film.
Well, in this version of Spider-Man, Harry and Peter are childhood friends, and Harry then gets sent off to boarding school at kind of a young age, and he cuts off pretty much everything that had to do with his life before boarding school, mostly to do with a complicated relationship with his father. And then they graduate high school, and it's time for him to come home, and he has to reconcile his relationship with Peter for the first time in a really long time.
Something I discovered in this film is he has become two people. Oh, Superman's here? That's rad. Oh, dope. Okay, so no, and Spider-Man being the older brother, Peter Parker being the younger brother. I can identify with Peter Parker because I'm a younger brother, and I always felt kind of in the shadow of my older brother in a way. So, and I think that Peter feels in the shadow of Spider-Man. But I kind of access my older brother and I access me. Obviously, I'm much easier to access because I'm a mess.
If you know anything about the character Max Dillon, which is great for an actor, because Max's father left him when he was a kid, so immediately there's something to draw on. And then his mom was very overprotective, doubting him, and then we don't show it in this movie, but he was actually married at one point, and his wife leaves him. So there's this 42, 43-year-old guy who's just been living at home with his mom. He's this electrician, genius. I know guys like that, so it was like that's great to draw from. So what we wanted to accomplish was have him be betrayed by three things: love, his family, and then his work. And then we added something to where when you see Max, it's actually his birthday, right? I can't, should I say that?
Hey.
Say it?
Say it.
Can I give it?
I think you are.
Can I tell it? Is it okay to say? Can I give it? If it's okay, let me say yeah. So what it is that we said, okay, it's Max's birthday, and even his mom doesn't remember his birthday. So he says, Mom, it's a very important day. You have anything to say to me? No. So you immediately see that he's in a hole, so that when he turns into Electro, it makes sense that he has so much venom and so much anger, and I wanted him to play exactly opposite of what you just saw sitting here with all the jokes. I wanted Electro to be a serious individual that wants to burn the city down and burn Spider-Man along with it.
Mark, this time around.